So how much can you make as a freelance bookkeeper? We're going to dive into that question in this video. My name is Susan Osborne, and I'm the founder of the bookkeepersociety.com, where I teach new and aspiring bookkeepers the full cycle bookkeeping skills they need to work from home as their own boss as a freelance bookkeeper. So let's talk about money. So obviously that's an important topic for all of us, and we want to know what our potential is for income as a freelance bookkeeper. And I'm going to start answering this question with a question back to you. And that is, how much money do you want to make? Is it an extra $500 a month? Is it an extra $2,000 a month? Is it $20,000 a month? And the reason I'm asking you this is because I want you to start thinking about, what does success look like for you? Because it's going to be different for everybody. And the truth is, there's a wide range of money and income levels you can make as a bookkeeper. You can make a decent amount of extra money with one client, or you can go out and grow your business and get lots of clients. And I have friends that have over 50 clients that are paying them monthly, and they're making well over six figures. So it really just depends, on what it is you're looking for. So in terms of actual numbers, which you may want, I'm just going to share with you what I see typically. I'm in Colorado, and it could vary by your location and what types of clients you're working with. But I will say the range that I see hourly for freelance bookkeepers in my area tends to be anywhere between $45 an hour and up. So I would say $45 an hour to $100 an hour. So that's typically the range for a freelance bookkeeper. Now, I would not go much below that, if any below that at all, the $45 an hour range, because keep in mind you're a business owner. And as a business owner, you have to pay your own taxes, which are typically higher as a self-employed person. You have to pay for insurance. You've got to pay for your own computer and your own software and your own office space or your home office. So keep in mind those expenses as a business owner. So you want to make sure you're charging enough that you're at least covering those expenses and your time, right? So don't lowball yourself. Don't go out there and charge $20 an hour, because that's just too low for a business owner. So stay in that 45 and up. Even if you can actually be over 50 to 60 and up, I think that's even better, but you can certainly grow into that as a freelance bookkeeper. So the other thing you can think about doing is charging a flat rate per client. And I've done this over the years. I've kind of switched to a flat rate. It kind of depends. When you're first starting out, you may want to stick with hourly, because you just don't know how long something's going to take you to do, right? Especially if you're taking on a new client, you may not know how many hours it's going to take you to do their bookkeeping. So start with an hourly rate, start getting your feet wet with that. Then eventually, if you are comfortable, move into a flat rate. The flat rate's kind of nice because as you become more efficient and work faster, you actually get paid more per hour, right? So that has been super handy for me. I actually like to charge flat rate. And at a minimum, I charge a flat rate minimum. And then anything above that, I charge extra. That way you're not billing $75 a month, $50 a month. You actually have a minimum. And so you could choose to charge a minimum of $250 a month for a client. And then anything above a certain scope that is spelled out, you can charge additional $60 an hour after that. So those are some examples of how you can price. So I've had small business clients that have paid me $250 a month, and I've had larger clients that have paid me $2,500 a month. So there's a lot of range there and a lot of businesses in between those two amounts. So it really just depends on how many clients you want to work with, the types of clients you want to work with. And also, if you're planning to niche or specialize, you can typically charge a little bit more if you are specialized in a particular industry, especially like construction, for example, or the startup industry. Those typically you can charge higher because it takes more skill and specialization to work with those types of businesses. So think about that as well. So back to my original question, how much money do you want to make? Because really you can craft this career and make a few $100s extra a month, or a few $1,000s extra a month, or tens of thousands of dollars per month. It's really up to you. Now, make sure you give yourself plenty of time. It's not going to happen overnight, but just know the potential is there. The potential for part-time income, the potential for a full-time income, and the potential to grow $1 million business where you hire employees is absolutely possible. So the sky's the limit with freelance bookkeeping, and I just want you to keep an open mind, but don't charge too low. Definitely, try to be up on the higher end of that $45 to $100 range if you can, because that is where you're going to feel good about your work and you're going to grow your income quicker, and you can do it. You just have to make sure you have the skill set. So if you're interested in learning how to get that skill set, make sure and click the link below to learn more about how you can get those skills inside the Startup Bookkeeper Academy.